Now from downtown Cleveland and Progressive Field, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here. Today's starting pitcher, Parker Messick. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
Ready to go now? Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner.
Outside, that's a ball.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. And a bunt towards third, and that's just foul. In the air, right field. Valera moving under it, hauls it in for the out, and there's one down. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup, and a big factor for them in recent games, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Big time speed here, Boog. A guy with just terrific wheels and an absolute nightmare for opposing pitchers when he's on base. I mean, players like this who have elite speed, it's like disruptive technology on the base paths. Man, can't wait to watch him run.
One out, base is empty. And another ball. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Man, it was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. That one misses, and a full count now.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
And here it comes. And there's ball four.
That's ball four.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Bregman started after it, tried to hold up. Now look to first, didn't go. And a pitch. The other way. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two down.
The first baseman, Michael Bush.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the four-hole, Michael Bush. And a pitch. Called strike right there. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
3-2, 2-out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. The pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Cubs leave one. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. Back after this on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. And our pitcher tonight, Edward Cabrera. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
And that one is in the dirt. And a count 2-1. Lifted in the air down the left side. And just foul.
So close to possible extra bases right there. Just couldn't keep it fair down the line.
The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Suzuki hauls it in, and there's one away. Here's the Guardians lineup now. 1 point of concern hitting in that 2-hole, George Valera.
Well, he's a guy they want to rely on to drive in runs, but he's just truly been having struggles hitting with runners in scoring position this season. And it can get in a guy's head when you're not coming through for the team. All of a sudden, you're gripping the bat so much tighter. You're grinding, sawdust coming out. You're tense. Your swing gets long because you're not recognizing pitches and you're committing too soon. With that said, he's got to find a way to slow the ball game down, just get the bat to the baseball and see if he can find a hole. That'll probably break him out.
Goes down looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Here's Jose Ramirez. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one almost got him. 2 outs, base is empty. Out to center. Swanson settles under it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Guardians turned away in the first. We played 1 in Cleveland with no score on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Dansby Swanson stands in. And now the lefty. That's in there. And that's strike 2. And the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Down to the dirt. Swing and a miss. In time. And the drop third strike leads to the first out.
Really good, hard bite to that breaking ball for the strikeout right there. I mean, he was able to bury it down below the zone, and that's throwing the pitch with conviction. Good thing for the pitcher, he's not going to miss in the zone, and that's where you get hurt. Excellent execution with 2 strikes. That could be a big weapon for him in this start.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. One down, base is empty.
That's a ball.
Gary
2 balls,
Simmons
2
has the
strikes.
plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
That's out number 2. Yeah, one of those umpires you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Carson Kelly.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. No score here in the second. A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And another ball.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now here is Rhys Hoskins. Next offering down in the dirt. Swings and misses. Had him way out front of the slurve.
Batting good.
And now the first baseman, Kyle Mansardo. The pitch. That catches the top part of the zone. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Two down, nobody on. That one not close. The count now 2-2. On the ground, Swanson slings to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Guardians fail to score. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning. Now at the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give him one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And 1 away in the top of the third.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Ian Happ up to hit. Fought off foul. Top of the third, no score. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So the batting order turns over. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Nico Horner. Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-2.
2 strikes.
One run across in the frame so far here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Valera reaching back towards the wall. And caught on the warning track. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 outs, base is empty. Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. And another ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much. And down on strikes. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here in Cleveland, Bo Naylor at the plate now.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
The 2-1.
Oh, that's out.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. The punch out there, and there's 1 down.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. In the air, center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Batting done. The shortstop.
So in now for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. Saying you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive. Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Solid swing from start to end, on time with everything, really good balance, nice extension, and he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Down in the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs. Swings through it for the K. Pulled the string on the changeup. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. It's the Cubs 1 and the Guardians nothing. And we're back. Now it's Alex Bregman.
The third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. The pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Comes the 2-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
At the plate, Michael Busch. The pitch. Ouch, that one drilled him. In there safely.
The bat,
Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Here's a 1-1. Foul ball there. Now snap throw to first. It's low and gets away. The pitch. Caught and missed. Struck him out. Picks up strikeout number 7.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Michael Conforto will climb in. Good eye right there. Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. One left for the Cubs. They lead it 1-0. Back now at Progressive Field. Now the number 2 hitter, George Valera. Ground ball up the middle. Swanson. Now the throw to first on the run. And one gone in the 4th as they get the lead off.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. The wind and the pitch. Back to right. Suzuki on the move. And there are 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. The wind of the pitch. And another ball.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And he walked him.
First base.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Here did not find it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So a man aboard. Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians. And he deals. Pitch misses outside. 2-1. And the right-hander deals. On the ground to short. They get the force. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Cubs 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Cleveland. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Carson Kelly. And another ball. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Colin Holderman appears to be getting loose. Herron warming up as well. Two down. Swings and he pops it up near the pitcher's mound. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
The center fielder, number 2, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
3 balls, 2
Outside.
strikes.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range. And
now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And gone! He circles the bases, his 12th of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
One down. And here is Ian Happ. Next offering is in for a strike.
Boog, and the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
2 away now.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Nico Horner. Kicks and deals.
That's ball 2.
Two down, nobody on. And there's a ball. Seiya Suzuki waits on deck. Here comes a pitch. And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Pitch count's getting up there now, and not saying that's the reason for this walk, but this is the point in the game when every sign of wavering starts to get everyone's attention.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Parker Messick departs, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with after this break. Logan Allen comes on now.
Well, at this point of the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
So up now for Chicago, Seiya Suzuki. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Just a little too quick on that. Front shoulder, front hip, front foot. Everything comes open. No way of making contact with that one.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. At the belt and fires. Fights it off. You'll see another. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Naylor down to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the second baseman, Ryan Rocchio.
The second baseman,
The 1-1. In the air to left center. Happ on his horse. Drops in for a hit. Couldn't run it down. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Bo Naylor getting ready to hit. Absolutely belted. One house off the wall. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The relay. The tag, and he's in there.
A swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
it's going to be Angel Martinez. Up the middle, corner. Throws to first in time, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Hard hit, right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan now at the plate. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. That one a little bit high. All three. George Valera getting on deck circle. The 3-1. And that one fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
And a pitch. And another ball. Off the mark there. And it's 3-2. And he grounds one to the right side. Roquillo gathers and throws to first. And they get Bregman for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, the first baseman.
So digging in, Michael Busch. The wind of the pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Got him looking. 2 away.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Here's a 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball.
It's a good take.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. 2-3-4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Cubs 2 and the Guardians 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the right fielder, George Valera. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Jose Ramirez, the next to hit.
Third baseman.
Ramirez really thriving with the bat this season here at home. Kicks and fires. Just a weak fly ball this time. And that'll fall for a base hit. And now runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Well, those kind of lucky soft hits will always make you smile. Looked that one in there for the knock. Definitely got that pitch on the outside of the cap a little bit, but he made it work for him. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Righty to the plate. Hoskins pushes it foul. Valera on third. Ramirez on at first with nobody out. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And another ball.
Well, just about to hit that century mark, 100 pitches in this game.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. Look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his glove.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Edward Cabrera won't go any further, and he leaves in a one-run game. New pitcher coming on. We'll be back in a minute. Colin Ray on the pitch here.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score, and it's still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of them right here to get some critical outs.
2 on, 1 out. And now Kyle Mansardo. 2 on, 1 out.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
Left-hand batter waits. That one out to right. Suzuki has a beat on it. Squeezes it. Runner tagging from third. The throw is off the line and he's in to score. It's 2-2.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
Here's Brian Riccio.
Well, both sides equally as strong. So not a good time to try to turn him around with a relief pitcher and put him on the other side of the plate.
First offering. Runner goes. Swing and a miss.
One ball.
Throw to second. Save. Two outs. And another ball.
2 strikes.
The next pitch misses. 3-2 now. Bo Naylor next to bat for Cleveland. Trying to keep this a 2-2 game here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Tim Herron.
Well, he's been excellent against left-handed hitters this year, and that's his first test. This looks like a good move to the pin in terms of the matchup.
And here is Michael Conforto.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
There's a strike.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Next offering upstairs. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets in the scoring position. Now, there are several ways that they can get this run across.
And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Just missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Go-ahead run in scoring position. Nobody out. On the ground to third. And a base hit. The go-ahead run moves up to third. He's held there with nobody out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at-bat. Worked himself into a good count. Turned on it nicely. Definitely a little out in front of the pitch, but he didn't hook around it too much and was able to keep it fair down the line.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And fouled off.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
Next pitch misses way outside. With the go-ahead run at third, here the top half of inning number 7. He swings and hits a fly ball center field. And that'll get down for a hit. In to score from third. And they take the lead in the 7th.
Back-to-back singles. Just a simple soft liner into center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it. And that allowed him to fight it off and just get it up behind him.
First and second, no outs. Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit. And here it comes. And a count 1-2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
And a pitch. Not close with that one. And the count's even at 2. Stays alive. Kelly, the lead runner at second. Crow Armstrong at first with no outs. Next pitch inside. And the count's full. Nico Horner waiting for a turn at the plate. Back to work, 3-2 now. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. And a 2-1 hammered but foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball right side. There's one.
He's out.
Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And the home team down a run. Bottom of the seventh. Stepping up for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. Looking to get the tying run on base. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Phil Maton up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Number 48 getting cranked up as well. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. A big first out here in the seventh via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you get the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. One down, base is empty. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. And a pitch. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. And the pitch. Goes the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. 2 down, nobody on. That clips a corner. The 1-2. Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Colin Holderman.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
The right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Righty delivers. Fouled off left side. The pitch. Got him swinging. Had him way out front of the slurve. And next for the Cubs, Alex Bregman. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's in there. That is strike 2. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Matt Festa, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Number 62, the lefty, warming up as well. The 1-2. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Michael Bush.
And up next for Chicago, Michael Bush. Left-hand hitter waits.
Ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one hit to first. Slings to second. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. One hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 3 and the Guardians 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Phil Maytime.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Back to the top of the lineup. And the batter now, Stephen Claw. The pitch. And another ball. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Obi Milner up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Pitch. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
That play will be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
And up next for Cleveland, George Valera. Holding on to a 1-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Close one, doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1. Swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
That one missed.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a good pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
One down, base is empty. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout.
Not too often you're going to see a sub-90-mile-per-hour fastball get by a hitter for the strikeout, especially when it's in a very hittable location like that. Makes me think he was either looking for something else completely or he tried to do way too much with that swing.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Right-handed reliever. And a foul ball.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
Two outs. Bounce that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Outside low, and it's 2-2. And he chases that one. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. They trail it 3-2. Here in Cleveland, we go to the 9th. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. 1-1 now. Right side. Whips it to first. And Swanson is set down.
Now batter, designated hitter, Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Outside low, and it's 2-1.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
To third, Ramirez. 2 up, 2 down. Carson Kelly, the next Cub to hit.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Two outs. Not even close there. It's 2-2. And the right-hander deals. Wide drive, and that should be extra bases. And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll pull into second safely.
The center fielder,
As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Man at second here with 2 away. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. The 1-1. Late that time, it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Got him. Out number 3. Cubs lead 1, but they still lead at 3-2. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Kobe Milner.
29 saves on the season, so he's looking for number 30 right here. He's been big for him in the back of that bullpen.
Well, 1-run game. Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians.
designated hitter, Rhys Hoskins.
1-run game, bottom 9. Hoskins pushes it foul. So now 1-2 to Rhys. Check swing, appeal to first. No, he held up. Got him looking for the strikeout. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
And here's the first baseman, Kyle Mansardo. And he deals. On the ground to third. Bregman to first. And they're down to their last out. That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly. So next, Ryan Rocchio. Kicks and deals. Hit to right, and that ought to do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take game 1 of the series on the road.
He's done it again, Boog. That's his 30th save of the year as he puts another game to bed. Sweet dreams, everyone.
3-2 the final score. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Here now is the final line.
John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you, and it may be interesting to see the offensive approach in this one, Chris. The wind is blowing in from the outfield pretty steadily.
Yeah, in conditions like this, you just want to make sure that you hit the ball more on a line. You get it up in the air. It's just got more of a opportunity to be caught at the warning track instead of getting out of the ballpark. So think, keeping it down, drive it into the gaps, and get your extra base hits in this one.
First pitch coming your way next. So just about set and on the hill here today, Gavin Williams. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Fires over to Hoskins. 1 out in the top of the first. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. One guy leading the way offensively for this club right now, Alex Bregman.
And Boog, he's their team leader in home runs, so the pitchers on that other side, man, they took a lot of time preparing for him in that pregame meeting. He's got a lot of pop, and it's real pop. It's not fluky at all. He can absolutely change the outlook of a game very quickly, so watch out when he steps in.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now it's Alex Bregman. Suzuki stands at first with 1 out. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
And now it's going to be Michael Busch. Swing and a miss.
1 ball,
as
2
he was
strikes.
out front that time. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 left for the Cubs. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. This is Guardians baseball on the Show, Ohio. Back now at Progressive Field. Today's starting pitcher, Justin Steele. Tell us about him in that sub-3 ERA, Siggy.
Well, anytime you can keep your ERA under 3, you're doing a lot of things right, and you're putting your team in a position to win a lot of ball games as well. And he's doing tremendous out there on the mound. Every time he gets the ball, you expect him to go out there and dominate, and that's what he's been to this point. We'll see how he is today.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the DH, Stephen Kwan. Well, that's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Here's Jose Ramirez. At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. And that's downstairs and outside.
It's a good take.
And a pitch. Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4. Can't hang on.
Batting
Tough
third.
play right there. Didn't really have enough
first
time to
baseman.
set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. And a 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at first, 1 away. Runner on the go. Base hit, center field. Lead runner around second. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
Everything came together for him. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
One away, runners at first and third. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Bo Naylor. And strike 2.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step off and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Line drive. Took the extra bases. 1 runs in. Another good play. Head off, throw to third. Save. Just ahead of the time.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
And now the rookie second baseman. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Sends it across to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But they pick up a pair here, both coming on this 2-run triple. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Second inning set to go. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Over to first.
he's out.
1 out in second. You gotta be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. That one missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
James Kingsley, our plate umpire, consistent and maybe a little generous on the edges.
Yeah, but he'll give a little bit on the edges, like you said, but from what I've seen, he usually does that when a pitcher is just commanding those parts of the strike zone, and essentially they've earned it. The umpire rolls with them.
The Guardians leading by 2 here in the second game of the series. And it's ball 4. He missed down low. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Off balance speed, there's 1. Over to first, safe. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. The Cubbies down by a pair here at the top of the second.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
Bounce to the right, and it goes just foul. Here's a 2-2. Goes down looking. Cubs lead one, and they're down 2-0. Here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the second. It's a win now for Cleveland. Gabriel Arias. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Ground ball to the right side. Bush steps on the bag. That's 1 out in the bottom of the second.
Batting in, the center fielder, George.
Stepping up for the Guardians, George Valera. 1 out, bases empty. And a good eye there. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now all even up. And they'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Breaking ball inside. And it's a full count. Into center and a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
David Fry now at the plate. And another ball. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Out front, pulls that one foul. Now it's 3-2. Ripped on a line. He makes the grab. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here is Stephen Kwan. On the ground to third. And that should be extra bases. Valera ground second on his way to third. And that's a double.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. Ripped to short. Swanson fires over to first. And that is that. Guardians strand a couple, but they hold the 2-0 lead. On to the third inning. Dansby Swanson stands in.
Swanson, former first-round pick by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff, but really coming into his own.
Next pitch is outside. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the
got?
field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
The wind of the pitch. On the ground. And foul ball. The 2-2 now.
3-2.
Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Yeah, pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here's Nico Horner. And the righty deals. That one catches the zone, and it's 1-2. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Slider got him for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Late on that fastball. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Back here in Cleveland as we go to the last of the third. And here's the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. And the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And now the lefty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Out to short, Swanson. Jump throw across his body. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now back, the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. One down, base is empty. Fought off foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
1-2 now. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And 2 away now.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Nolan Jones. Next offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swings and misses, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. The Guardians go down in order as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And we're back as we go to the top of the fourth. Now it's Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Into Heritage Park and out of here. Home run. All muscle to center field, and they're on the board. It's 2-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Michael Busch. On the ground to the left. Ramirez sends it to first. 1 away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that. Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. He usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And delivers outside. The Cubs trailing by a run, top half of inning number 4. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. 2 down, nobody on. Just missed. Kicks and fires. Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Jones going back. It has the distance, gone. That one felt good. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 2-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
Next to hit, Matt Shaw.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
All tied up here in the second game of the series. That just misses. 3-2 now. Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back now at Progressive Field. Now at the plate, number 10.
The second baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
And a foul ball. That one way outside, and it's 2-2. Rip towards third. In time to Bush. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 13, shortstop,
Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. That misses, and the count's even at 2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And another ball. Base is empty, 1 away. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
Valera digs in for the Guardians. Next offering is downstairs. Two out, space is empty. And a swing and a miss there.
2-2 now.
Just off the inside corner, and it's 3-2.
That's one you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looked to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that's too high, ball 4.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's the ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. That one ripped. The one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throws to second, and he's in there. A run comes in the play.
That was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You had it in.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Next offering in there for a strike. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
Outside pitch got the better of him that time, but a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now here is Carson Kelly.
The catcher, Carson Kelly.
Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Number 62, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Festa getting loose as well. And it's even up.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was off. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Dansby Swanson, the next Cub to hit. Next pitch is outside. One down, base is empty. Into center. Valera after it. Makes the catch for the out.
The batter number 3, second baseman.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. And up next for Chicago, Nico Horner. That's in there. The Cubbies down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Last half of the fifth coming up. Guardians 3 and the Cubs 2. Jose Ramirez digs in now.
Ramirez signed a 5-year extension on opening day in 2022. What a great day that was. And Cleveland is still the only team Ramirez has ever played for in the majors. He was signed in 2009 out of the Dominican Republic.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The pitch. And that just misses. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Jamison Taillon up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Ray getting cranked up as well. Next one is off the plate. Full count now.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's wrong.
That one the other way. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And that's a leadoff double. It's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. The lefty closing in on 100 pitches. Lined, and that's a base hit. Fires it to the plate. It's off the mark, and he scores.
He was all over that one. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Justin Steele done for the day. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Now a right-handed arm out of the bullpen, Jamison Taillon.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Bo Naylor. The 1-1. On the ground, a second, might be 2. Flips it for 1.
Out.
Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Now back, the right fielder, Joe.
And up next for Cleveland, Nolan Jones. The pitch. And that one lifted in the air, center field. Armstrong makes the play. Out number 2.
The batter, number 10, second baseman, Daniel.
Here's the second baseman. Here's a 1-1. On the ground, right side. Over to Swanson, and that is the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 4-2. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball. Show, Ohio.
Leading off
now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
Suzuki.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Here's Alex Bregman. Kicks and deals. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone. Well, set to throw pitch number 100. He needs a quick inning here if he's going to be able to make it through 6 complete.
And the 2-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. With the tying run at the plate, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Couldn't pull the trigger on a fastball at the knees.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Righty delivers. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Suzuki at first, 1 gone. High fly ball out to left field. Fry settles underneath it, and it's caught for the out.
Up next for the Cubs, the left fielder, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ up to hit. The pitch. Swings and misses. 2-2 now.
Ooh, Baia. Gotta remember to take the donut off the bat, Wagner.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Gassed it right by him. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors and 1 left. 7, 8, 9 due up in the home half of the inning. Guardians 4 and the Cubs 2. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians.
The shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
The pitch. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Wow,
1
good
ball,
luck catching up
2
to that
strikes.
one.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's the center fielder, George Valera. The pitch. And that one got a piece of him.
Anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
So in now for Cleveland, David Fry. First and second, no outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Not even close there. And that's ball 3. Activity in the bullpen. Hunter Harvey up and loosening in the pen. Thielbar, the lefty, warming up as well. Line drive, base hit. Coming home. Now he stops, and he's able to get back into third.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now the base is loaded. Big opportunity for them to break this game open.
So the batting order turns over. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Stephen Kwan.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Bases juiced, no outs. Double play ball to second. Flips for 1. And a run scores on the double play.
always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Here comes a pitch.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Drive, and that's a base hit into center field. In comes the run from third to add on, and they lead by 4.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Rhys Hoskins digs in for the Guardians. The 1-1. There goes the runner. Fly ball to right. Brings it in, and that is that. They get 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 6 full. It's the Guardians 6 and the Cubs 2. New pitcher now, Matt Festa. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Matt Festa.
And here is Pete Crow Armstrong.
The center fielder, number 4.
And he deals.
Crow Armstrong.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And he'll be safe at first.
Now batting, number 6.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Matt Shaw. Right-hander kicks, deals. Ground ball could be 2. Hoskins over to second, return throw to first, and that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. So up now for Chicago, Carson Kelly. Right-handed reliever, and it's fouled away. Two down, nobody on. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Galera after it. Corrals it. And that's the 3rd out. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians. And here it comes.
82.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. And a pitch. This one popped up. Bregman settles under it. 1 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Nolan
Jones digs in for the Guardians. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next offering in there for a strike.
One ball,
going to count 1 and 2.
Now they just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Struck him out looking.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
Now it's the second baseman. That one pushed to the left and foul.
I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
Inside, almost got him. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the second game of the series. That's to third. Bregman to first. Guardians go down in order. Guardians fail to score. They lead it 6-2. On the mound now, Sean Armstrong.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. The Cubs in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Battling here as he fouls it away. One and 2 here. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
Oh, he earned his trip to first right there. It's not easy laying off pitches that just miss the zone like that. And it's a real discipline as well. He's put a lot of work into that aspect of his game, and it paid off right there.
Jones grabs it on the run. Man at first, stepping in, Alex Bregman. 2 outs, and that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
That one fouled off. 2 and 2. And the right-hander deals.
3 and 2.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
And that is that. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. So digging in, Gabriel Arias.
Guardians, the shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Tracks it down for the out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Left-hand batter waits. And misses inside. To third, Bregman. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
2 outs, base is empty. David Fry digs in for the Guardians. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. The wind of the pitch. And now it's even up.
Ball 2.
That's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now back, the designated hitter, Steven.
So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan will hit next. And another ball.
1 strike.
The count 2-1.
Nope,
just missed. Action in the pen down there. Hunter Harvey up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thielbar warming up as well. At the belt and fires. Ripped to third, but handled, and that'll end the inning. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, number 62.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Michael Bush. The 1-2. And a rope with a center field base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Now back, left.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ. And now the lefty, not close with that one. 2-1. The Cubbies down by 4 here at the top of the 9th. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. At the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. And a pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts. So they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
1 strike away. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing. Gary Simmons with the call. 2-2. That one drilled left field. That's back. And it's off the wall. Around third. The relay throw. Tag. And that's the ball game.
I don't care if you're a top team or you're a middle-of-the-pack team. Every ball club wants to be dominant at home. Winning a game like this just helps to boost the confidence and makes you look forward to coming out again for the next one.
And your final 6-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shelby saying so long. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Boog Sciambi alongside Chris Singleton. And we got a rubber match on our hands today, partner.
Yeah, the final game of a 3-game set. They've split the first two, and regardless of how important a series is within the larger picture of the season, it's a game you want to get up for. Every series win feels good, so we should see a fun matchup in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about ready to roll here. And today's starting pitcher, Tanner Bybee. What do we have on him?
And a guy like this is going to keep you in the ball game. He's going to go out there, compete. Not going to see a whole lot of flair and flash, but he's going to hand it over to the bullpen at some point. And if you've been able to score a few runs, you'll be in it late. So we'll see if he's able to do that for his club in this one.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. The pitch.
No, that's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Probably difficult to pick that up. Just going to have to tip your cap on that pull. I think he just ran out of patience there. It took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. Way out front for strike 2. Kicks and deals. That's a little bit low.
It's a good take.
That one ran inside, almost got him. 1 out, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the top of the wall. And that's a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And now it's Alex Bregman. And another ball.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Man at second. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Righty delivers. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
And now, Michael Busch. And a foul ball. Two outs. Busch tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Didn't go. And that's in the dirt. Three-two. Blows the high knee past him. That's a strikeout.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning. And
we're back. And the pitcher for this one, Matthew Boyd. Going to be hard to top his last start, Siggy.
He was outstanding. Complete game shutout. He got some great support from his defense. He's got the swing and miss stuff. Everything working for him. We'll see if he's got it today.
Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that ball into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Now it's the second baseman. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. That one misses. 3-1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. Coming home. The relay. And he's out.
I don't think he got a great read and or jump as he was trying to score from second on that one. Nice execution by the defense. Come up forward, hit the relay man, and went onto the plate. Beautiful example of a well-executed play.
Jose Ramirez. The 1-1. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1-2.
The pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Armstrong settles under it and makes the catch. Out number 2. Let's take a look at the lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Rhys Hoskins.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Drifts towards it. And that is that. Guardians lead 1. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, Ian Happ up to hit.
Ian Happ.
Out towards left center. Diving, makes the grab. So a great diving catch, and that was only possible because of the route he took to get there, right, Chris?
Yeah, StatCast shows us just how efficient that route to the ball was. In fact, that's about as good as it gets, pretty much a direct line to it. And perhaps he was a wide receiver in a different life, I don't know. But, man, great job to hold on all the way through the dive as well. No fumble caused by the ground.
Second inning here, no score. In the air, right side. Jones makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the edge just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Matt Shaw. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two outs, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And the Cubs are down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here in Cleveland, bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, David Fry. The lefty fires. And now 2 balls and a strike. Got him looking. 1 out.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. Those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
And up next for Cleveland, Gabriel Arias. The 1-1. That one the other way. Snags it for the second out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Bounce to third. Bregman to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Guardians fail to score. We'll move to the third with no score. Back now at Progressive Field. All set for the start of the inning. Now the Cubs catcher, Carson Kelly. Here's a 1-1. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Corey was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Quan hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Dansby Swanson stands in. And a 1-1. Out there to center. Martinez under this one. Hauls it in for the out. Here's Nico Hoerner. Top of the third, no score. In the air to left center. Quan heads after it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Set for the bottom of the third. Bo Naylor at the plate now.
The catcher,
And he deals. Hit in the air, center field. Crow Armstrong should have it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Batting done. The right fielder, Nolan.
Now here's Nolan Jones. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. And he lays down a bunt. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
So the lineup flips over. Stephen Kwan getting ready to hit. Runner on the move. There's a ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. Looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
One out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. Ground ball right side. And that's just foul. Gets a piece and stays alive. And a pitch. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Makes the catch for the out. 2 down.
Now the second baseman.
Here's the second baseman.
Rematch.
Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Man on second, 2 down. Got him swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. One left for the Guardians, and we are still scoreless. New inning getting started. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
And here it comes. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. The pitch. This to third. Ramirez sends it to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th.
The third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Here's Alex Bregman. And another ball. 4th inning underway. No score. And that's outside. Ball 3.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. And they get Bregman for the out.
Now back, the first baseman, Michael Bush.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Bush. Two down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here in Cleveland, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Jose Ramirez.
Ramirez.
The wind of the pitch.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Popped up. Bush moving under this one. And there's one away.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. Ball to strike. Hoskins pushes it foul. Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for two. Throw is offline, and he's got a double.
Just about got it out of here down the line to left, so I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Digging in, David Fry. The 1-1. There's a strike. Man at second. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. And now the lefty. Foul ball still, 1-2 count. One out and a runner at second. Hit hard on the ground is short. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. Tags the runner for one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of the fifth we go. No score. We go to the top of the fifth. So up now for Chicago, Ian Happ. That's an automatic ball because the timer ran out.
And a free base with the walk. Not exactly a confidence-boosting play on the mound.
Go ahead run on base. And next for the Cubs, Pete Crow Armstrong. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have range and close holes that are normally there against him.
Ramirez to second. That's one. On to first, double play.
As a former player, watching how outfield green double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
And next is the designated hitter, Matt Shaw. Swings through that one for strike two.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
In the air, right field. Sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Halfway through this one, still no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. The wind of the pitch. On the inside corner for a strike. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets under and pops it up. Corner drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out.
The center fielder, number 1,
Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. One now. And there's a ball. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Suzuki going back up. So he just clears the wall. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Bo Naylor. Left-hand hitter waits. Into center. Crow Armstrong should have it. 2 down.
now batting, right fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Nolan Jones digs in for the Guardians. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. On the ground, right side. Horner over to first. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Cleveland with the solo shot to take an early lead. It's now a 1-0 ball game. And we're back. Top 6. Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly. And that's outside. And that's ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
This one driven deep center field, on its way, home run. A gigantic blast. And we are all tied up. It's 1-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here is Dansby Swanson.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Martinez under it. Puts it away for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now it's the second baseman, Nico Horner. 1 down, base is empty. And that one ripped to left. And foul ball.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Fires over to Hoskins. And he's out.
No, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit. Rolled over on it and beat it into the ground.
Seiya Suzuki, the next to hit. Here's a 1-1. And a foul ball.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Cubs get one on the solo shot. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. And a pitch. That one misses. 2-1. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Colin Ray up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Tyon also getting ready. Here comes a pitch. Hard hit left side. One up, one down.
Now back, the second baseman, Daniel.
Here's the second baseman.
Rematch.
All tied up here in the bottom of the 6th. This one in the air. Bregman settles under it. They got it for out number 2.
Now back, third baseman, Ramirez.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. The pitch.
Ball. 2-2.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the third and final game of the series. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. That one ripped right center field. Suzuki going back. He has the distance. His 23rd of the year. It's 2-1.
Pitchers are taught to keep the ball down so that you don't get hurt. But unfortunately on that one, he made a pretty good pitch in terms of location, but it was just a better swing.
So 2 down, and it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. A 1-1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
So digging in, David Fry. Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Well struck right field. Suzuki going back on. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Oh, man, amazing catch to end the inning. As a former outfielder, I'm feeling proud right now. Saw the wall, didn't get afraid, held on to the ball.
We go to the top of the 7th. Now it's Alex Bregman. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that one fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well. Late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
To the right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
In there at the knees. Now 1-2.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
1-2 now. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him. Maybe.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Cubs are down quietly. They're down 2-1. Gets the ball now.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Well, 1-run game. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians.
The shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
Ball to strike. The pitch. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
So in now for Cleveland, Angel Martinez. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. One down, base is empty. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. To third, Bregman handles. Throws to first in time.
Now catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the Guardians catcher, Bo Naylor. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Two down, nobody on. And another ball. Right through there, got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Guardians there as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Hunter Gaddis hasn't pitched in the last 3 days. So up now for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong.
Now this guy, a player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 2-1. Kicks and fires. That one just misses. Counts full, 3-2. Matt Shaw on deck for the Cubs. Swing and a miss. That's his strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just trying to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that quickly 2 away. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Caught him looking for the thing. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And our score remains 2-1. Bottom of the 8th, stepping up for the Guardians, Nolan Jones. Now before the 1-1, time is called. Right-handed reliever. Left field. Hat has a beat on it. And it's caught for the out.
Now back, left fielder.
So up next, Stephen Kwan. And the righty deals. And a big swing and a miss.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Up the middle. In time to Bush. And there are 2 outs.
Now back, second baseman, Daniel.
Now the number 2 hitter. Two outs. And that's in for a strike.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, we've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
Two down, nobody on. Chopped out towards short. Whips it to first on the run. That ends the inning. The Guardians go down in order, but they still lead it 2-1. Here comes the closer here in the 9th, number 36.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to score up.
So digging in, Dansby Swanson.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And a pitch. To the right side. And that chance handled. In plenty of time to first. And Swanson is set down.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
So up next, Nico Horner. The pitch. Outside. 2-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And they're down to their last out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
So they're down to their final out. Seiya Suzuki digs in now at the belt and fires. And that one is in the dirt. 2-1. A one-run lead here at the top of the ninth. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
This could end it. Ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there, down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Runner at first with 2 away. And up next for Chicago, Alex Bregman. This one in the dirt. Close play, but in there. That's a wild pitch, and the tying run moves into scoring position.
As a closer, he's out there in that role for a reason, but even they lose the handle on one here and there, especially with all the nasty stuff coming out of bullpens these days. He's making it a little interesting here. Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
So the tying run at second. That one finds the zone, and it's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that ends the ball game. The tying run left stranded at second.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
The final lineup for our ball.